The boy was found face down in the canal behind his grandmother's house in Xochimilco. His lungs were full of water. His neck, strangely, bore no bruises, just damp fingerprints on his cheeks, as if someone had held him gently. The old woman whispered, "It was her. She thinks he's one of hers." Later that night, the security camera by the river flickered. A woman in a long white dress stood motionless at the edge of the water. She didn't walk. She hovered. And when the wind picked up, you could hear her wailing, not loud, not angry, just endless. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman, is more than a campfire story. She's one of the oldest and most widespread legends in Latin America. Her tale echoes across generations and rivers, especially near Mexico City's ancient canals. The origin begins in colonial-era Mexico, in a small village near what is now modern-day Mexico City. There, a young woman named Maria was said to be the most beautiful in the valley. She fell in love with a wealthy Spanish nobleman who promised her everything, until he didn't. They had 2 sons. But once he grew bored of her, he cast her aside and married a noblewoman from Spain. Humiliated and heartbroken, Maria walked her children to the river one twilight and, in a moment of madness, drowned them. As their bodies disappeared beneath the water, she screamed and kept screaming. Villagers later found her lifeless body downstream, her arms scratched and torn from trying to claw them back from the current. But her soul, it never left. The first recorded encounter was in 1550, along the banks of Lake Texcoco. Locals described a pale woman gliding across the water's surface. She wore white. Her face was hidden beneath a black veil. But when a fisherman tried to approach her, he vanished. Only his boat was found, floating upside down, unmanned. In the 1800s, children in Puebla were warned not to walk alone after dusk. Stories spread of a woman who wandered the town crying, "Ay, mis hijos, ¿dónde están mis hijos? My children, where are my children?" Parents used her as a threat, but some kids said they actually heard her. One boy, Luis, went missing after saying he saw her by the drainage ditch. When they found him, he was soaking wet, but there hadn't been rain in days. Back in 2007, a woman named Carla filmed something strange during a night boat tour in Xochimilco. Her camera, well, it picked up a faint cry in the background, even though no one else heard it live. She uploaded it to YouTube. 2 days later, her house flooded from a burst pipe that, according to inspectors, was impossible. It hadn't even been connected to her water supply. The next week, her young daughter told her, "Mama, the sad lady came back. She said I looked just like her little boy." Even now, locals say you can hear her if you're near the canals after midnight. But if she cries louder, if it sounds close, well, you're safe. It's when her voice sounds distant that she's right behind you. In 2019, paranormal investigator Mateo Rios staged a séance near La Llorona's alleged drowning site in Tláhuac. He brought a child's toy boat, candles, and a voice recorder. At exactly 1:11 a.m., the air turned cold, from 78 degrees to 42 degrees in under 10 seconds. The boat tipped on still water. The candles blew out one by one, but there was no wind. Then the recording caught something else. A whisper, then a scream, then silence, except for water dripping. Mateo fled and uploaded the footage. But within days, he began sleepwalking to the river near his home. Every time he was found standing ankle-deep, whispering, "Mis hijos, mis hijos." Doctors diagnosed him with trauma-induced fugue states. But no treatment worked. His final video was posted in 2021, where he walks toward the river and says, "I think I see her." He hasn't been seen since. The legend of La Llorona isn't just a ghost story, it's a curse. A grief so deep it ripped through dimensions. Researchers now trace her tale back even further, possibly to Aztec mythology. The goddess Cihuacoatl, a weeping mother who wandered the earth after the fall of her children, may have been her earliest incarnation. Today, La Llorona's story has spread globally, inspiring countless films and series, from The Curse of La Llorona in 2019 to appearances in Supernatural and Grimm. But none of them capture the real terror. She isn't confined to film. She crosses borders, she follows rivers, and she's still looking. So, if you ever hear weeping near water, don't follow it, don't speak, and whatever you do, don't answer. Because she's not crying for help, she's crying for you. If this story chilled you, share it with someone who walks home near a canal. Comment with the legends your parents used to whisper at night. And subscribe for more nightmares pulled straight from history's darkest waters. And remember, stay curious and stay safe.